We're going to go ahead and do my third game of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii, in which so far in 2 games I've won $200,002. And I've won $100,001 in each of my victories. Let's see if we can keep it going.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
Alright, this is game 3 of Jeopardy for the Wii. Here we go.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome today's contestant. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jeopardy. Here we go. The Jeopardy round is where we start, as always. The categories for the Jeopardy round are the old country, Judy, arachnids, official state things, that's my mom, and literary pets. Player 1. Arachnids are a major class of this phylum that includes insects and crustaceans. Okay, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding... Yeah, good. Please pick again, Player 1. She hit the top 40 in both 1975 and 1977 with Send in the Clowns.
Was Judy Collins?
Yes, Player 1. Correct. Select again. A poetic Elliott feline who has lived many lives in succession is named for this 5th book of the Old Testament.
What is Deuteronomy?
It's Player 1. That's correct.
Official state things 1000?
Choose again, Player 1. Appropriately, the official state cantata of Connecticut has this spicy name.
What is nutmeg?
Player 1. You got it.
This old country 1000?
We return to you. Until 1975, it was the Malagasy Republic.
What is Madagascar?
Yes, Player 1. Hey, you're right.
Old country 8?
You get to pick again, Player 1. It was the Khmer Republic from 1970 until 1975. Player 1.
What is Cambodia?
That is correct.
Old country 6?
Player 1. Until 1972, it was Ceylon.
What is Sri Lanka?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Right.
Old country 4?
Player 1. It was Siam until 1939.
What is Thailand?
It's Player 1. Yes.
Old country 2?
You again, Player 1. Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
Shown here on the upper right, it changed its name in 1935.
What is Iran?
Okay, Player 1. Right.
Let's have,
Player
that's my
1.
mom 1000. Yeah, the double.
It's the Daily Double.
All in.
You are in first place. Give us a wager, Player. All right, here's your clue. Dr. Faustus, playwright.
Who's Christopher Marlowe?
That puts you even further ahead. Please pick again, Player 1. This large, hairy type of spider takes its name from an Italian town.
What's a tarantula?
Player 1. Right you are. You get to pick again. Texas cattle fever is one of many diseases transmitted by the bite of this type of blood-sucking arachnid.
What is a tick?
It's Player 1. That's right. Way to go.
Arachnid 6?
Player 1. At least 2 types of poison are known to be injected by its tail stinger. Hemotoxin and neurotoxin.
What's a scorpion?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Good.
Arachnid 8?
Player 1. Also known as the Harvest Man, this spindly arachnid differs from spiders in that it has only a single body segment. Yes, Player 1.
What is a mite?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Oh well.
Anyone else?
I've been on a hot streak so far this game, so with over $14,000, I'm good.
Okay, Player 2.
Is it a chigger?
No.
It's the other one.
Any other takers? Player 3?
It's the daddy long legs.
That's correct.
Okay, got it.
Choose again. Player 3.
Special state things 200.
It reigns as West Virginia's official state butterfly.
What is a monarch?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That is correct.
Judy 2?
Select again. Her losing the Oscar for 1954's A Star is Born was called the biggest robbery since
Is
Brinks.
Judy Garland?
Okay, Player 1. You are correct. You again, Player 1. As Judy, this 1980 title character, Goldie Hawn said, "And I mean, look at this place. The army couldn't afford drapes?"
Was Private Benjamin?
Yes, Player 1. Correct.
Judy 6?
Player 1. Judy Reyes staffed Sacred Heart Hospital as nurse Carla Espinosa on this Zach Braff sitcom. It's Player 1.
What is Scrubs?
Right.
Judy 8?
We return to from 1984 to 1992. Judith Light and this live-in housekeeper struggled over the question, who's the boss?
Who's Tony Danza?
Player 1. Yes.
Larry Pets 2?
Player 1. The title beast of his The Hound of the Baskervilles is actually the pet of Mr. Jack Stapleton.
Who is Arthur Conan Doyle?
Yes, Player 1. That's it.
Larry Pets 4?
Please pick again. Harry Potter uses his snowy owl named this to transfer messages. Okay, Player 1.
Who is Hedwig?
Yep.
6? Larry Pets?
We return to Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings' The Yearling centers on this type of pet.
What's a deer?
It's Player 1. Good for you.
Larry Pets 8?
Player 1. Little Swan, Little Bear, and Greenfinch are some of the goats of this Johanna Spiri lass.
Who is Heidi?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes.
Special state things 4?
You again, Player 1. When Virginia got a state one of these animals, the governor's office released a poem that mentioned Adam West.
What's a bat?
Okay, Player 1. Right.
Special state things for 600?
You get to pick again. Sounds scary, but Colorado's official state fish is the greenback cutthroat type of this. It's Player 1.
What is, greenback cutthroat trout?
Right you are.
Special state things 8?
Choose again, Player 1. The syringa, also known as the mock orange, is Idaho's official state this. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is flower?
Correct. Select again. In 1758, Ben Franklin issued his last publication of this annual.
What is Poor Richard's Almanac?
Yes, Player 1. Right. Player 1. Game fish of the family Istiophoridae, the pointed snout.
What's a marlin?
Player 1. That's it. Player 1. A doctor who specializes in the treatment of skin diseases.
What's a dermatologist?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes.
Last clue.
And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Let's take it over to Kelly.
Its silhouette is seen here.
What is Massachusetts?
It's player 1.
I only answered one question incorrectly this whole round.
That is correct.
But that's alright. I have $22,400.
The selection will be yours, player 2, when we return from this break.
Oh boy.
Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. P is for physics. L to pay. The Vatican. Biblical warriors. Quoth the Raven. Notice the spelling. And ancient times. Hey, it's still anyone's game in player 2. You get to select first. This character has gone psycho long before he says, "She might have fooled me, but she didn't fool my mother."
Who's Norman Bates?
Player 1? Right.
Ancient Times 2000.
Player 1? Answer. The first of the daily doubles. And you're in the lead now.
7200.
Please enter your wager. Okay, here is the clue. If I were not Alexander, said Alexander the Great, I would be this philosopher who lived in a tub.
Who is Aristotle?
Even so, you are still in the lead. Here's the correct response. Diogenes.
Diogenes. Alright. Ancient Times 16.
Player 1. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
Latin words for water and to lead give us the name of this type of ancient water carrier built by the Romans.
Okay, player 1.
What is an aqueduct?
Yes.
Ancient Times 12.
Please pick again. Darius I of this empire claimed that Bardia, the king he killed and replaced, had been an impostor. Yes, player 1.
What is the Persian Empire?
Good.
Ancient Times 8.
Choose again, player 1. I do declare Tefnut was this ancient civilization's goddess of the dew. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Rome?
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? The correct response is Egypt.
Oh, okay. Ancient Times 4.
Player 1. The astronomer Hipparchus is famed for cataloging more than 800 of these. That's even more than MGM had.
What are stars?
Player 1. You got it.
Biblical Warriors 2000.
You again, player 1. This female judge won an important battle against the Canaanites by luring them into marshland. Okay, player 1.
Who is Ruth?
No, that's not right.
Darn.
Any other takers? Yes, player 2. No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player 3.
Deborah.
That's correct. Select again. Joshua's conquest of Canaan began with the taking of Jericho, a city in this river's valley.
What is the Jordan River?
Okay, player 1. Hey, you're right. You get to pick again, player 1.
Let's have L to pay at 2000.
Bath sponge, that's really a type of tropical gourd.
What's a loofah?
It's player 1. Good for you.
Keys for physics 2000.
Player 1. It's an elementary light particle, also called a fuzzy ball. Yes, player 1.
What is a photon?
That's right. Way to go.
Quoth the Raven 2000.
Player 1. In Quills, this author muses, "My glorious prose filtered through the minds of the insane. They might improve it."
Who is Shakespeare?
Player 1.
No? Okay, Marquis de Sade.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
We return to you.
2000.
The faithful can make offerings via cash or credit card to the fund called This Man's Pence. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Peter?
Peter Correct.
Alrighty then. Biblical
Please
Warrior
pick
16.
again, player 1. Joab was this Israelite king's successful commander when he conquered Jerusalem around 1000 BC. Okay, player 1.
Who is Solomon?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player 3. Oh, sorry. Anyone else? Let's hear it, player 2. Yes. Select again. Saul and this son, who shares his name with a famous seagull, both died at the Battle of Mount Gilboa.
Who is Jonathan?
It's player 1. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
We return to you, player 1.
L to pay 16.
Most lower back pain is in the area of the 5 vertebrae classified as these. Player 1?
What is lumbar? Lumbar.
That's correct.
E is for physics 16.
You get to pick again. The bob of a simple one of these moves with simple periodic motion. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is a pendulum?
That is correct.
Both the Raven for 16.
Player 1. This Johnny Depp character tells his psychiatrist, "You are a great lover like myself." Player 1.
Who is Sweeney Todd?
No, sorry.
Okay.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Darn.
We're talking about Don Juan de Marco.
Oh, Don Juan DeMarco, right.
You again, player
Vatican
1.
16.
The Inventario Manoscritti room is part of this Vatican building. Yes, player 1.
What is the library?
Good.
Biblical Warriors 12.
Player 1. Later lending his name to a popular hotel Bible, he led a successful night attack against the Midianites.
Who is Gideon?
Okay, player 1. You are correct.
Okay.
Choose again,
We have
player
L to
1.
pay 12.
Affectionate name for critters of the genus Agapornis. It's player 1.
What are lovebirds?
You got it.
E is for physics 12.
Player 1. A cube is an example of a rectangular one of these. A Pink Floyd cover displays a triangular one.
What's a prism?
Let's hear it, player 1. Yes.
Both the Raven for 12.
Player 1. As John Nash in this movie, Russell Crowe does quite a bit of talking to people who don't exist.
What is a beautiful mind?
Player 1. Correct.
Vatican 12.
Player 1. Answer. The second daily double.
Let's try
You
19
are currently in the lead.
18,400.
How much are you going to wager, player 1? Answer this. The 4 papal these churches include St. Peter's and St. John Lateran.
What are basilicas?
You have maintained your lead. Way to go. You again, player 1.
L to pay 4.
It shouldn't take much effort to tell me this. Gordon Brown's political party.
What is labor?
It's player 1. You are
L to
correct.
pay.
Select again. Take me to this reinforced section of fishing line where the hook is attached. Yes, player 1.
What is the loop?
That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we wanted. The leader.
Right. P is for physics
Player
4.
1. It's the P in P equals force times velocity. Okay, player 1.
What is power?
Right.
P's for physics 8.
Please pick again. This element, Pu, was first detected in a cyclotron at Berkeley in 1940.
What's plutonium?
Let's hear it, player one. That's it.
Quote the Raven 8.
You get to pick it. Kathleen Quinlan finds comfort talking to shrink B.B. Anderson in I Never Promised You a This. It's player one.
What is a wedding ring?
Nope. Sorry. Anyone else? Player two.
Looks like Katie will not be around.
Any other takers?
Too bad. So sad.
Yes, player three. Right you are. Player three, back to you for our next selection. Crispin of Viterbo was the first one of these created by John Paul II.
Crispin and Viterbo.
Okay, player one.
What is a... It's either a bishop or a saint. I'm going to say what is a saint.
Good.
The right one. Now the last clue.
And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. You may not use cell phones or felt-tip pens when researching in the secret these. It's player one.
What are the secret archives?
That is correct.
All right. Final Jeopardy to commence.
Only two of you will be going on to Final Jeopardy. Sorry, player two. Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we?
Yes.
Authors,
Okay.
you need to select your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Now, let's reveal the Final Jeopardy clue. In 1949, he wrote, "If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever."
All right.
What did you put as your response?
You clicked George Orwell.
And that correct
Yeah.
response will add...
You add 2,000, so you're going to double your money to 4,000.
Let's see your response.
I also picked George Orwell.
How much do you add to your total with that correct response?
I had $48,001 for another 100,000, or 99,201, so I misadded.
This makes you our new champion, player one. So congratulations.
I misadded 99,201, so I have
So long.
$299,203. I misadded now that I think about it, but it's okay. See y'all for the next video, everybody.